beautiful when life surprises you in wonderful ways? I mean, I'm 43, kind of feel like I've been through the ringer of life. Like, once you can no longer comfortably jump on trampolines because you've had children and Jell-O shots no longer sound like a good idea, you kind of feel like you're past the point of life being able to surprise you, right? Let's just say, by some stroke of magic and impossibility, I ended up at the Pokemon Pikachu detective movie on Mother's Day. Before I tell you what amazing things happened when I went to that movie, make sure to like this channel, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, now's the time. Share this video with your friends. Do all those things and hit the little bell icon so you get notifications about all my videos. The bell's on this side, over here. Okay, so by all indications and patterns in the universe, I should not have been at the Pokemon movie on Mother's Day. I had hosted a brunch that morning. My sons and I had plans to go to Disneyland that night. I hadn't even packed for that trip. I should not have gone to this movie. However, something drew me in like a force of nature. I needed to see this movie that I knew nothing about. I literally knew one thing and one thing only about Pokemon. I knew that there were grown adults in the world who wandered around with some app on their phone looking for Pokemons. That's all I knew. I never had Pokemon cards. I didn't even know there was a TV show. Nothing about Pokemon interested me or made sense to me. And I was totally fine in that state of existence. But then, dun dun dun, I went to that movie and I don't think my life will ever be the same.
Whoa.
I'm being totally serious right now. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but I can only compare it to the way my father of blessed memory described what it felt like to meet my mother when he was 17 and she was 15. He said it was love at first sight. And forgive me for comparing what happened to me in that movie theater to my parents' love affair of 53 years, but oh yes, I just went there. The world of Pokemon in Detective Pikachu involves Pokemon, which literally means pocket monster in Japanese, living among us. The Pokemon, which is the plural, live among us. Kind of like in X-Men. So I'm like, okay, I already like this idea. But here's the thing. The movie was funny. It was like grown-up funny. Like grown-ups can laugh at it funny. The lead character is this boy searching for his father, and he's a great actor, and he was really natural, and usually I don't really like young kid actors, but he was really good. We follow him as he searches for his father. His mother died when he was younger, and honestly, there were some pretty sad moments where my younger son and I had to hold each other real tight to get through it. His father was a detective, and he uses his father's Pokemon detective partner, Pikachu, to help him search for his father. Pikachu's the big yellow guy with a hat. The voice of Pikachu was literally one of the best parts of the movie. And the whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm like, how am I falling in love with the voice of this character? What is happening? There's a hilarious reason why. Keep watching. I'll tell you in a little bit. But the writing was really good. The visuals were beautiful. It was shot in 35mm, which is like super awesome. It was beautiful and fun and funny. The sidekick character to the lead, not Pikachu, she's a human, she was a potentially annoying archetype of like the sassy, tough girl. But she wasn't annoying to me at all. She's feisty, she's tough. She's actually tougher than the lead character, but not in like a girls rule and boys suck kind of way, because I'm not into that vibe. She's a young intern trying to get her big break in the news world, which is reminiscent of so many comic books. And along the way, she helps our lead character with a lot of skill and a lot of sass. I loved her. I loved her. My firstborn son felt she was a little bit too strong in that she kind of made the lead character look weak, but it opened up a really interesting conversation about how males don't always need to be the toughest, most aggressive character in a movie. Women can also be tough, men can also be sensitive, and all those things can exist. My favorite Pokemon, though, in the movie was the Pokemon that I discovered is me. His name is Psyduck. Psy, like Psy, as in psychiatric issues duck. He's anxious. He's very anxious, like super anxious. And the way that he stays calm is by repeating the word Psyduck over and over so that he doesn't explode. Psyduck. 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 Next to lemurs, which I feel I am the human embodiment of, I feel like I found my thing. I found my thing. I am Sidekick. Sidekick. Long story short, I love this movie. And the reveal of who the lead character's father was, who also voices Pikachu, literally made me gasp out loud in the theater. Like, people turned and looked. There are not many men who cause me to gasp audibly when they appear on screen, but this man is one of them. It's Ryan Reynolds! Sidekick! Sidekick! When Ryan Reynolds was revealed as not only the father, but the voice of Pikachu, I swooned. I swooned hard. We need to put a picture of him, like with a heart. It makes perfect sense because I love Ryan Reynolds as an actor. I love the way he delivers these lines. He was Pikachu. Do you get it? That's why I was falling in love with Pikachu. Psyduck. I left the theater a changed woman. My first thought, which is precisely what the creators of Pokemon hoped to inspire in me, was this thought. What can I buy? I need to buy something. And I asked my children who are 10 and 13, what can I buy? I need to buy everything. I want like a wallet, a backpack, a t-shirt, a hat, everything. Psyduck, and also other Pokemon. Also, is there a Mayim-sized Pikachu that I can hold at night? With the voice of Ryan Reynolds that says, good night, Mayim. I love you. I found a new thing that I love. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. When we left the theater, I literally said Psyduck all the way through the very, very crowded parking lot and shopping area where we were in just to get to the car, and my kids started getting annoyed with me. Keep in mind, this shopping mall is someplace I would never go, but something drew me there on Mother's Day, and that thing was Pokemon, and my life will never be the same. Stay tuned for what happens next with my obsession with Pokemon. Psyduck.